Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are starting at Whitehead in the parish of Westmoreland. We are heading towards Savannah Lamar. Also in the parish of Westmoreland, we are going to be driving via Petersfield. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this journey with me. Now, I'm not so sure how my voice is going to sound because I'm coming down with something. So if you don't hear me tomorrow, that's the reason. Alright? Now, in today's news, first up, this one, sad indeed. It took place yesterday morning, Tuesday, May 16, about 11:30. It took place at Fort William in the Whitehead police area in the parish of Westmoreland. We are told that earlier this year, this family, they laid to rest their father and husband. He was popularly known as Frankie. He died of a natural cause in mid-December. The family, they lived in a 9-apartment concrete house. The roof is made out of zinc. Now, yesterday, Frankie's wife, and she's in her late 60s. She is a retired teacher. She was at home alone when she went into her bedroom to take a nap. Less than half an hour later, she was awoken by some serious heat coming from inside the house. The lady jumped up and she made checks. Now, when she made checks, she realized that one of her daughter's room was on fire. She hurriedly exited the house and made an alarm. Some neighbors, they assisted and they moved out a few items out of the house. But by this time, it was completely engulfed in flames. We are told that 2 units from the Savannah Lamar Fire Department, they responded. But by that time, at least all the contents in the house were completely destroyed by fire. Now, if you look on your screen, that is what is left of the house. Sad indeed. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, I am hoping to have a chat with the lady who was in the house at the time of the fire. A lady who is lucky to be alive to tell her story. A lady who lost her husband in mid-December and buried him in January. A lady who taught at the Williamsfield High School in the parish of Westmoreland for over 39 long years. I am hoping to bring a conversation to you with that lady shortly. We are going to help her to rebuild. Did you hear what I just said? We are going to help Mrs. Sonia Patterson to rebuild. Stand by. There is more to come. So, let me give you some updates. On Sunday, I told you about an incident that took place early the said morning, about 1 o'clock. It took place at Marchell's chill spot at Wiltshire, right on the border of Trelawney and St. James. 2 men were shot and killed at the chill spot by a hoodlum who was posing as a customer. One of them is that man on your screen. His name is Marchell Angus Hyatt, but he was popularly known as Gus. He is 42 years old and he was the operator for the shop. Another man was also shot and killed. I told you that he is popularly known as Little Man and he worked for Gus. I have now gotten Little Man's correct name, but I haven't gotten any photograph of him. His name is Andre Morrison. He's called Little Man or Tweety Bird. He is 28 years old and he's originally from Waterhouse in Kingston, but he was working with Gus and living at his house. Sad indeed. In this next update, I carried a story on Sunday. 3 men were shot and killed Saturday night, May 13, along the Zion Main Road. Now, when I carried that story on Sunday, the 3 men, they were unidentified. I have now gotten their correct names and photographs of them. Number 1. His name is Demar Dohman, but he was popularly known as Biter. Next month, June 22, Biter would be celebrating his 29th birthday. Biter, as a schoolboy, he was a footballer at the Rossies High School back in the day. He lived at Harton Court in Lucy. Number 2 is Jevaun Cyaah. He celebrated his 29th birthday on December 10 last year. He was popularly known as Mad Dog 6 and he was an entertainer. He was said to be a member of the 6 camp led by Squash. Now, if you do your research for Mad Dog 6 on YouTube, you will see the type of songs he sing. Mostly gunman, badman songs. He also lived at Harton Court in Lucy. And the third man, his name is Shandon Walker. He was popularly known as Smuggler. He celebrated his 25th birthday on October 22 last year. He lived at Green Pond in the parish of St. James. So the question is, what were these 3 guys doing in that area? They are living miles away from where this incident took place. I have seen photos of them on the ground and there is no indication that they were tied up and brought there. The question is, did they go there to meet someone? If so, who and why? There are rumors on the ground, which I'm not going to repeat. And sometimes when I talk, you have some people saying I shouldn't speak evil of the dead. But guess what? At this time, I cannot save Biter. I cannot save Mad Dog. And I cannot save Smuggler. But if I can save one youngster who is listening to me right now, that's good enough for me. Now, youngsters, you need to allow out certain lifestyles. If you are not yet involved in certain lifestyles, no bother go in it. None of these 3 guys were 30 years old. And I don't have to ask if the person is someone who they call friend or friends. Someone who they have some level of trust or confidence in. Somebody who might be posting on social media how much they are missed. I don't have to ask if it's somebody like that who are responsible for their death. A word to the wise. Next update. You remember the story I carried on Monday about Jaeda Whitehead? The Canadian female who died on Saturday after she had her head slammed in a wall by her husband Rowan Palmer, also known as Rory. If you look on your screen, that is Jaeda. I had said that she was a white female, but I've confirmed that she is mixed. The photo to your right was taken on Saturday morning, a few hours before Jaeda died. You notice that the right side of her face was swollen. Her upper lip was also burst. We are told that Jaeda, she was a sweet and beautiful soul. But she was introduced and got married to a devil's angel. Sad indeed. In this next incident, a 14-year-old student at the Greater Portmore High School, he was arrested and charged by the police for a number of offenses. His name is Justin Gray. Like I said, he's 14 years old and he's living in the Newlands Rosemary Close area of Portmore. We are learning that on Friday, May 14, this youngster, he was at school when he started fondling a 13-year-old female student at the school. He touched her on her breast, her bottom, and her vagina. A report was made to the police, and on Monday, 14-year-old Justin, he was taken into police custody. We are told that Justin's father, he attended the station and he told the police that his son is uncontrollable. He also told them that Justin's mother suffers from schizophrenia and she was unable to properly care for him. He told the police that he was begging that the state keep him, otherwise he's gonna get into some serious trouble. As a result, in addition to the indecent assault charges, Justin, he was charged for being an uncontrollable child and being in need of care and protection. So he'll be facing the juvenile courts shortly. And talking about schizophrenia, that young man on your screen, his name is Rolando Romeo Roper. He is 26 years old and he lived at Richmond Hill in the Cambridge Police area in the parish of St. James. We are told that Rolando, he suffers from mental illness. He was recently a patient at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. We are told that he returned home from hospital early yesterday morning, Tuesday, May 16, about some minutes to 7 o'clock. About some minutes close to 12 midday. We are told that Rolando, he was found with a belt tied to his neck and tied to a tree along a section of the Richmond Hill main road. He appeared to have died when he was found. It is suspected that he took his own 3 points. Investigations are continuing. Sad indeed. Also, over at Grange in the parish of Hanover, that youngster on your screen, he is also suspected to have taken his own 3 points. We are told that he is popularly known as OJ. We are gathering the details and we are going to be updating this story as soon as the details are available. Sad indeed. In this next incident, this one took place Monday afternoon, May 15, about 2 o'clock. It took place at Jean Marie Drive in the Gregory Park area of Portmore. We are told that a man, he's called Charles, and he's said to be in his late 30s. Charles was at home when a group of hoodlums entered the yard. We are told that one of the hoodlums, he's popularly known as Ears. He's from the Gulf area of Portmore. We are told that the hoodlums, they opened gunfire hitting Charles to his left hand and his left foot. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Charles, he was rushed by a family member to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. And if you notice, we are now over 178,000 subscribers. We are hoping to reach 200,000 by August. And our plan is to give away at least 10,000 Jamaican dollars each to at least 20 parents. We are already getting some commitments, so we know. So we are going to be giving away a whole lot more. So tell a friend to come over here, so come subscribe. We are hoping to give away that money to assist with back to school. Alright? Now, in the final story for today, a 62-year-old grandmother, she's battling for life in hospital. Now, you know the saying, can't catch Kwaku, you catch him short. The English translation is, if you can't catch Kwaku, you will catch his shirt. That means, if the person that is wanted escaped or is not around, then vengeance may be taken upon his relatives or friends. Got it? Now, in this incident, word on the street is that hoodlums, they are looking for a young man. It is said that this young man, he cannot be found. So, yesterday afternoon, Tuesday, May 16, about some minutes to 6 o'clock, this young man's mother and father, they were walking along Snapper Drive at Whitehead in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. They were heading home when a motorcycle with two hoodlums aboard rode up beside them. The pillion, he pulled a gun and he opened gunfire hitting the lady to the left side of her neck. The hoodlums then rode away, making good their escape. The lady, she was rushed to a nearby hospital where she was admitted in a serious condition. Now, earlier today, we were getting reports that this lady is no longer here with us, but we are told that that is a rumor. Let's hope she stays here with us. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them